So to go over the directions for debates, and this goes for everyone, during your debate period, you will be asked a series of questions by me and Henry. Each question has an allotted time for you to respond. Kevin Kabe will be our timekeeper and will have cards indicating how much time you have left to answer the question. At the end of your time, Kevin will say time. Once he says this, please wrap up your thoughts immediately should you reach this mark. The time starts when you begin answering the questions. You are welcome to ask questions or to repeat questions only once. The speaker list will as follows. For each question, we will rotate such as the next speaker in line will speak first for the following questions. Do you need any clarification for the instructions?
No.
Okay. If not, we will now begin the debate for the media position. Please introduce yourself with your name, pronouns, year, and major, starting with your name.
Hello, my name is Jay, pronouns he, they. I'm a second year double major in art and film.
Thank you. To start off with the first question, in 30 seconds, describe the responsibilities of being a media officer.
The responsibilities of media officer is like an iceberg. It's building flyers, creating videos, taking photos, but it's also showcasing what Akbayan is through a arts perspective and through a media perspective.
In 30 seconds, answering the following question. What Akbayan flyer or video on the IG or YouTube do you admire the most and why?
I would say the camp flyers because they showcase what camp is through building connections, through meeting people, through showcasing the talents of the media officers, which overall describes what Akbayan is.
Thank you. As for your next question, in 30 seconds, in the past years, media officers each split the work depending on their strengths, or equally so they can learn how to work on the skills they are not so good at. What method do you prefer, and why is it more important to execute your term this way? I will repeat the question one more time. In the past years, media officers either split the work depending on their strengths, or equally so they can learn how to work on the skills they are not so good at. What method do you prefer, and why is it more important to execute your term this way?
The method that I prefer would be creating flyers because that is my pure strength. Comparing to photography or videography, even though I do have some experience in videography and photography, I do prefer creating flyers because it can showcase my artistic talent and my way of expressing.
Thank you. In 30 seconds, what is a skill or experience you have that can improve or uplift the media position?
I would say my experience in several art forms from photography, videography, digital art, traditional art. Also my experience within this organization, like the internship program, the arts skills and the leadership experience that I've built throughout my years can help me benefited me personally, but I will also use it to benefit this organization.
Thank you. For your next question, excluding those who hold the media positions currently, who is a past media officer you look up to and why?
Can you repeat the question?
Yes. Excluding those who hold the media positions currently, who is a past media officer you look up to and why?
I would say media officer of Channel 43, AJ Tanio. because I've seen all his work and I just look up to his work as well as like it encouraged me to improve myself.
Thank you. In 30 seconds, a cabinet member has put in a media request to create their own flyer. However, upon receiving the finalized flyer, it is not up to your expectations. How do you plan to address this issue?
I would first, one and foremost, communicate with the cabinet member and understand like their vision and like collaborate with them to help better promote the fundraiser event or whatever they're promoting.
Thank you. For your next question, as Akbayan is a cultural organization, how will you promote and highlight culture within your work as media officer?
I would first foremost focus on the different cultural aspects of what being a part of Akbayan means, but also talk about the important topics like being Asian American or being Filipino in terms of art, in terms of creating videos, in terms of just art as a whole.
Thank you. In 30 seconds, what if the media and publications officer is not handling an equal load or is slacking on their share of work? What would you do to fix this?
I would first communicate with them and understand like what is happening or understand why they're not putting all in the work and just overall communicate with them and try to be a support system as well as collaborate.
Thank you. For this next question, you have 1 minute to respond. What do you plan to implement that has never been done before in the media position?
What I plan to implement is showcasing the challenges and the lessons that we all face, that we all take in throughout this whole throughout our whole time in this organization, and overall showcase that through visual representations of photography or videos, and just overall showcase that it's not just about like the happy moments, but also like the serious and educational moments. And yeah.
Thank you. You have 1 minute. Oftentimes, media is seen as a supporting role for other cabinet members. Because of this, your cabinet members rarely acknowledge your work, and it results in late media requests. How do you address this?
I would address it directly to the cabinet and communicate why this is a struggle and why the media officer position is important, because I would say media officer is one of the important positions because it showcases what Akbayan is. They showcase what and who Akbayan is through videos, art, and overall showcases the happy moments that like camp brings, or like the lessons that workshops bring.
Thank you. This is your final question, and it will be 1 minute. Why is the media officer position important, and how does it contribute to a sense of community for our members?
I would say the media officer position is important because it's the position that is always at the front line. It's the position that communicates with the community the most, I would say, because they are constantly interacting, constantly talking with members, both general to core to cabinet, and just showcasing what and who Akbayan is. And
Thank you. That concludes our debates for our media candidates. Thank you very much, Jay. You may now take your seat.